All right, this morning we are throwing some line-thru swim baits, and we're gonna cover a little bit of water here. And the thing about throwing these line-thru swim baits, you really got to pick them up and throw them, build that confidence in it. Don't let the size intimidate you, and I think that's what gets a lot of people. This is my Boom Boom line-thru. So this is actually our new color we just came out with a couple months ago. It's called Mint. It's a little bit shorter than a 6-inch Senko. So if you keep that in mind when you're throwing this, you really shouldn't be intimidated by it. I mean, heck, most of the big spinnerbaits, the big 4s and 5, number 5 willow leaf blade spinnerbaits, they're a bigger profile than this bait. So it looks intimidating, but heck, this is a size bait fish bass want to eat. The key is just a slow, steady presentation. Every now and then I might just give a quick burst with the handle, and that'll just kind of twitch it out and create a little deflection, which does trigger fish to react on it. So in this bait, I mean, I can actually feel the tail with this softer rod. I can really feel that tail. It's got a nice tight head shake, and then it's got a little bit of a body roll, and then that tail thump. Just cast it out there, let it sink a little bit, and just wind it nice and slow. Let the bait do most of the work. So the advantage of the line-thru swim bait really is the suspending aspect of it, the slow kind of hovering. It's not suspending like you let go and let it sit there, it's gonna sink, but it just stays hovering below the surface 2 to 3 feet, and it's a slow winding swim bait. When you have a belly weighted one, the weight's gonna force it down. You gotta keep it moving at a pretty good speed to get it going, and you can get them a little lower to the bottom, but you can still reel them near the surface just a little bit faster. And if you just put a jig head on a swim bait, obviously at this point now you're fishing real deep and you're trying to fish ledges or just post-spawn offshore fish, summertime fish, stuff like that. So this is like your springtime kind of. No, I'll fish in the fall as well, don't get me wrong. And I'll fish it in the summer, but hovering around docks and stuff if the brim are present. But it's just that slower hovering technique, and that's what makes the line-thru swim bait so special. Whew. I think that fish has been caught a couple of times. But see how that line, the bait just slides up the line? All you're doing is fighting that fish in the treble. And you're fighting nothing but the fish and the hook. So the bait's completely out of the way, protects the bait, allows you to catch more fish on the bait. And that's a line-thru swim bait. That just came right off the corner of that dock. So let's let it go. See if we can get a little bit bigger fish here in a little bit. Yeah, really, I'm just kind of picking apart the area with this smaller swim bait. This is the 4-inch line-thru, and I'm just kind of working around these pylons, casting up under the dock a little bit, and just hoping to find a bass that's using one of these pillars or pylons as an ambush point. In between docks, I'm just really trying to cast over across the flats and hope to pick up some fish that are moving up shallow. A lot of times there's stumps or just little grass patches or something. And when you go across those flats, you can really just cover a lot of water with this bait and go across a fish that's using something to ambush. And a lot of times they're just up there feeding. These shallow flats, whenever a fish goes shallow, they're going up for one reason, is that other than spawning, that's to feed. We're taking brand new bait out of the package. But you see how soft this bait is? I mean, this is just, you want a swim bait that is really soft. And that, with our new soft plastic material, it really does soften up and stays true in the water. It's already pre-weighted. It's real simple to rig. I'm just gonna take my line off my reel. Let's see here. Here's my line. Sorry. I just thread the line right through the nose. You just take the end of the line, go into the tube, put the line through the tube. It comes out the belly right there. Pull the line out the belly. See how it slides up on the line? I take my hook. This is a Hayabusa round bend, size 2 on this 4-inch, and I tie it directly to my 15-pound fluorocarbon. So once you tie that hook on, look at your treble hook carefully, and one of the hooks will lay where it'll be flat into the belly. And usually it'll keep the eye kind of vertical upwards. And by doing that, it keeps these two perfectly balanced. It really helps balance your bait. When you find that right point, it'll run perfect underneath the belly. And that allows you to make this bait optimal, catch a lot of fish. Oh, I just got throttled right there. Oh. Got him that time. Oh yeah, that's a good one. There we go. Whew. See how that bait just slides up? Well, I missed that fish the first time. Came back and it ate it. That's so much fun, guys. Oh, beautiful, beautiful bass. Yeah, I mean, so just in general, like if you guys want to just go out and catch, catch fish, most lakes, I would go get you a 4-inch of the Boom Boom line-thru and start with that. Put a size 2 round bend hook on it. Comes with one in the package. Fish it on 15-pound fluoro. Fish it on your 7-foot medium action rod. Something you normally throw a crankbait on. Your middle diving crankbait. You want that parabolic bend. It helps you with one, lets the bait do what it needs to do without you forcing it with a stiff rod. And also, when a fish grabs it, it allows it to load up so you don't pull the hooks out of its mouth, and allows you to fight the fish a little bit better. This rod right here, this is a prototype of a Swimbait rod. And then the other rod that I really like, it's a Fenrir, F-E-N-R-I-R. It's basically a graphite rod composite. And then maybe start off with a 6:5 to 1 ratio reel. Don't go too fast. I'm throwing this on the Hamar by 6 gill. You want something that'll allow you to cast some good distance. I like swim baits getting as far away from me as possible. You just got to make sure and have a little discipline that you're not reeling too quickly, because this is a slow hovering bait. Cast it and just reel it. You don't have to do a lot. Now this bait's already caught me half a dozen fish. What I would recommend is when you guys want to, you're done throwing the Boom Boom swim bait or any swim bait, store them back in their original packaging. There's a clamshell and there's actually a case in that shell. So like when I'm done with this one, or I want to try a different color, I'll just put this dude into this package. And then that'll protect the tail, because a swim bait is only as good as its action, right? So if you smash the tail and you lose the action, you lose the ability to really get bit and work right and everything else. So save your packages, utilize the boxes. That's how I store all my swim baits. I don't think there's a better way out there. I mean, really, when you have that, you just put it right back in the package. Okay, so these are just a few of my favorite colors. This is our new Crusher color. This is our shad color. This is like sunny days, clear water, pearlescent to it, and it's a gray back. It's just real natural shad color. And then your money color. This is, for most of these lakes around here in the Ozarks, Grand Lake, where the water's just a little bit dirty, off-colored, it's really a good glowing color. And then of course, we came out with this new mint color. It's what we're throwing today. It's clear water, but it's got a weird green tint to it, and it just stands out and glows. Oh, got him. That swam right up to it and grabbed it near the surface. Whoa, there, buddy. Yeah, so this one got it good. I mean, that treble hook's right down there. And that's on that 5.5-inch line-thru. This is that mint color. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this one back in the water. Oh, thanks for playing, dude.